Namaste, dear students. First of all, I want to welcome you to our English virtual class of grade 5. Today, again we are going to learn something that is given in Unit 5 of your English textbook. So for it, first of all, you have to take out your English textbook, then you have to take out your exercise book, and you should have your pen or pencil. Please take them out. Have you taken out? Very good. Now we are going to learn something. So first of all, I just like to show you some pictures and you have to guess, okay? And you have to tell me what is the picture about, what we are going to learn today. So for that one, you have to watch me and listen to me very carefully. So for that one, please be ready. Now I am going to show you the first slide. Please look at the slide. What do you see there, dear students? Yes, there is written guess. And what is the first question for you? Who are these people? Can you see the people there? No, because I haven't shown you it. Now I'm going to show you the pictures and you have to guess who they are, okay? Now the picture for you. Can you see? Whoa, do you know who is he? You have to think, you have to guess, okay? Again, I want to show you another picture. Oh, who is he? And if you have already thought, if you know the names of these persons, you can write down in your exercise book, okay? Now, you can check whether your guess is right or not. Now, I want to show you. The first picture is, still you can tell me, what is his name? Look at. Yes, his name is James Watt. Have you ever heard his name, James Watt? Maybe you might have heard, but you might have not thought about him, okay? So you will know later about him. Likewise, again you can check the name of this second picture, and his name is, let's say, Thomas Alva Edison. So you have to tell their names once again with me, okay? Please be ready. The first picture is James Watt. Please pronounce with me. James Watt. Once again, please. James Watt. And the second picture is Thomas Alva Edison. Once again, please read out with me. Thomas Alva Edison. Who are they? You will know later, okay? Again, I want to show you the pictures of two more persons, and again, you have to tell me the names of those people, okay? So the third picture for you, see, have you ever seen him? Maybe yes, maybe no. Again, I want to show you another picture. Look at. So you can think the names of these persons. So what is the name of this person here? Now you can check whether you are right or wrong. Yes, he is Louis Pasteur. So once again, please pronounce with me. Louis Pasteur. Once again, please. Louis Pasteur. Very good. Now I want to show you the name of this person. And the name of this person is Alfred Nobel. Once again, you have to pronounce this word with me, okay? Alfred Nobel. Once again, please. Alfred Nobel. Now, can you tell me who are they? Yes, they are the scientists, okay? And what they invented, what they did, we are going to learn about them and their inventions, okay? So for it, I want to show you another slide. It means you might have already made a guess that we are going to learn about some famous scientist that is given in our Unit 5 in your English textbook. So please turn to the pages and be ready to learn about them. Are you ready? Very good. Now you can look at the first question for you again. Who invented steam engine? Do you know it? Who invented steam engine? Another question you have is, why is Edison famous? The second question for you is, why is Edison famous? Can you tell me? Don't worry, I am here to teach you. And after reading the text about some scientists, you will know the answers of these questions, okay? That's why you have to be very careful and you have to watch me and listen to me very carefully, okay? Now, I am going to show you another slide. Please look at, what do you see there? Can you guess who is again? I hope you might have already written in your exercise book. He is, yes, James Watt. Who is he? He is James Watt. Okay. When was he born? Yes, it's given here. He was born in 1736 AD. When he died, then he died in 1819 AD. Okay. Then what do you see here? Oh, there's written James Watt's steam engine invented in 1782. Steam engine. Nowadays, later on we'll learn that one. We can go from one place to another place very easily because of James Watt. Okay. This is also steam engine invented by James Watt. Now we are going to read the text, and you have to also read with me. And you have to learn to pronounce some words. And at the same time, you will learn the meanings of some unfamiliar, some difficult words. Okay? So be ready for that one. Dear students, now please read with me. James Watt was born in 1736 and died at the age of 83 in 1819. Dear students, don't forget, the date of birth of James Watt was 1736. It means in that year, 1736, James Watt was born. Okay? And how long did he live in this earth? Yes, he lived for 83 years. Okay? At the age of 83 years, then he died. And the year was 1819. Okay? Then again, please read with me. He was a Scottish engineer. Okay, in the beginning, he made mathematical instruments. Later in his life, he invented a successful steam engine. We can travel faster nowadays because he made the first working engine. Dear students, I think you got the point from here. See, James Watt was one of the famous scientists in the world. He is very famous. Do you know why? Because he invented steam engine. Nowadays, people can travel from one place to another place very faster because James Watt invented steam engine, and nowadays other scientists contributed a lot to modify that engine. Okay, that's why from one place to another place we can go very easily. But don't forget, who was he? In the beginning, he was an engineer. Do you know the meaning of Scottish? Later on, I will tell you, okay? But try to pronounce this word, Scottish. Once again, please pronounce with me, Scottish. Follow me, Scottish. Very good. At first, he was a Scottish engineer. He was just an engineer. He was not a scientist, okay? So when he was an engineer, at that time, in his career, in the beginning, then he made some mathematical instruments. Do you know the meaning of instruments? Later on, I'll tell you. Nowadays also, you people are using some tools, some instruments in your mathematics, you know. Those things were made by James Watt. That's why nowadays it is very easier for us, you know, to learn mathematics. So you are just an engineer. He made some mathematical instruments, okay? But later, look at, later, in his life, he invented a successful steam engine. At first, he was an engineer only, but later on, when he invented steam engine, then he became a scientist also. He was known as a scientist in the world, okay? So you shouldn't forget. At first, he was just an engineer, but later on, he was also the scientist. And nowadays, people know him as a scientist rather than an engineer. Okay, so why is he very famous? Because he invented, let's say, steam engine. You know, nowadays also you can find train. Okay, we can easily go from one place to another place. That's why he is very famous. Dear students, in this text, now do you know the meaning of Scottish? Do you know the meaning of instruments? Do you know the meaning of invented? Okay, I want to show you the meanings of these words. Now, you can write them down in your exercise book also. Scottish. Scottish means people of Scotland. For example, we are Nepalese, okay? Because we belong to Nepal. People of Nepal are called Nepalese. Likewise, people of Scotland are called Scottish. Is it clear to you? Well, then instruments. Instruments means tools. Nowadays, for example, you can use protractor, divider, scale, you know, these sort of things are used in mathematics. So he made such types of things when he was an engineer. That's why instruments means tools. All right. Then another, invented. Invented means created. He made new thing. What new thing he made there? That was steam engine. Okay. Invented means created. He made new thing. He created new thing. That's why the meaning of invented is created. Is it clear to you? Look at, and this is just a picture of a steam engine invented by James Watt, and this is also the form of steam engine. But nowadays, you don't find in this form. Nowadays, that engine, form is modified, and we can see in different way. And that is used to go from one place to another place very easily. That's why this world is no more bigger for us. It is like a global village because of these modes of transportation, we can go from one place to another place very easily, you know. Then I want to show you about another scientist, and again you have to guess because I have already shown you the picture. That is, oh, easy. Yes, it's written here, Louis Pasteur. Okay, what did he do? What did he invent? Can you tell me? No, don't worry. I will tell you, okay? See, Louis Pasteur, he was born in 1822 AD and he died in 1895 AD, okay? What did he invent? Look at. Can you guess what is he doing here? You will know later, okay? Another picture. What do you see in the picture? Virus, bacteria, okay? And later on, you will know in the text. Now, for that one, you have to read with me first, okay? Please start reading with me, okay? Louis Pasteur was born in 1822 and he died in 1895, okay? So let's start again. Louis Pasteur was a great French scientist. He was also a scientist. Nowadays also he is very famous in the world, okay? Why? You will know later in the text. And do you know the meaning of French? See, this word is highlighted. You just guess the meaning here and later on I'll tell you. He showed that germs and bacteria, see, germs and bacteria make food go bad. Nowadays also you can find, if you keep your rice or any food for a long time, at that time you can find the food is decaying, okay? We cannot use that food because let's say bad germs and bacteria make them decay, okay? That's why we cannot use that food because that is harmful to our health, that is harmful to our body. If that is decayed and if we use that food, then we will be sick, okay? Bacteria make food go bad and cause many illness. So if we use that type of food, then we become sick, we become ill. That's why we should not use that type of decayed food, all right? We are safe from many diseases today because he made vaccinations for deadly disease such as anthrax and rabies. So don't forget, dear students, why Louis Pasteur is very famous in the world? Because don't forget this one. See, from the foods we get disease? Because the foods are, let's say, contaminated by germs and bacteria, and to save those food, our scientist Louis Pasteur invented, let's say, made vaccinations. Do you know the meaning of vaccinations? Please guess the meaning of these vaccinations. Later on, I'll give you the meaning. For deadly disease, do you know the meaning of deadly disease? Those diseases can kill us. But nowadays, we can be safe from those deadly disease, which can take our life also. And for example, some of the names of the disease are anthrax. What type of disease is anthrax? Can you tell me? You just guess. Later on, I'll tell you the meaning. Rabies. I think you know the meaning of rabies. What type of disease is this one? I think you know, because rabies is a common term in our community, okay, in our society. Many people are suffering from rabies. Pasteur proved that milk could be safer to drink by heating it. See, if we keep milk for a long time and if we don't heat that one, then it is not good to our health. But we can make that one safe by heating. And that process of heating milk and making it safe is pasteurization. This process is called pasteurization, heating. Okay, the process of heating milk to make safe is pasteurization. So first of all, you have to pronounce these words with me. Okay, so is the text clear to you? See, Louis Pasteur is another scientist, famous scientist, and he made vaccinations also to save from different disease. Okay, and he invented another thing, that is pasteurization, which can keep our food very safe. Okay, now dear students, let's practice pronouncing the words. Okay, F-R-E-N-C-H, friends. Once again, please pronounce it. F-R-E-N-C-H, friends. Very good. Then another word, vaccinations, vaccinations. See, once again, please pronounce with me, vaccinations. Okay, once again, vaccinations. Another word, name of disease, A-N-T-H-R-A-X, anthrax. Once again, please pronounce with me, anthrax. Once again, anthrax. Then another word, name of disease, R-A-B-I-E-S, rabies. Once again, please, R-A-B-I-E-S, rabies. Now, another word for you, it seems to be a long word, okay? So, P-A-S-T-E-U-R-I-Z-A-T-I-O-N, pasteurization. Once again, pronounce with me, please, pasteurization. Once again, pasteurization. Very good. Now, look at the meanings of these words. So, friends, like Scottish, like Nepalese, see, friends means people of France, okay? Another meaning, vaccinations. Vaccination means injections. If you go to hospital, sometimes the doctor uses, that a kind of syringe. That is what we call vaccinations. Another, anthrax means it is a kind of disease affecting our skin and lungs, So it is also a dangerous disease. Another is rabies. It is a disease from dogs and other mammals, okay? So if we get this disease, then they can kill us also. So they are called deadly disease, okay? Dear students, you might have understood about Louis Pasteur. Now I am going to talk about another scientist, and I hope you might have already known about him because I have already shown you the picture. And the last meaning, pasteurization. Pasteurization means process to improve quality. Here, heating process of milk is called pasteurization. That can keep our milk safe. Okay. Now, another scientist is, can you tell me? I have already shown you the picture of this scientist. Yes, he is Thomas Alva Edison. Who is he? Thomas Alva Edison. Very good. When was he born? He was born in 1847. When did he die? He died in 1931 AD. Okay. So what did he invent? What did he create? Can you tell me? He invented more than 1,000 things, So we are going to talk only few things. So he is again Thomas Alva Edison. You can see bulb in his hand. Okay, we'll talk about it. And this is also the bulb. And you can see this is phonograph. Now we are going to talk about Thomas Alva Edison and what he invented. Look at the text and please first read with me, okay? The American inventor Thomas Alva Edison became famous because he made over 1,000 new inventions. He was born in 1847 and died in 1931. His invention changed the world forever. One of them was electric light bulb or electric lamp. It was a filament or thread inside a glass bulb with all the air removed. He also invented phonograph. Phonograph is an American word for record player. Today, we can listen to music because Thomas made this machine. Dear students, now, so far we practice reading this text. Now, I want to explain you. See, Thomas Alva Edison was an American, okay? He was also a scientist and he was born in 1847. He died in 1931, okay? See, very surprising. Same man, single person invented, created more than 1,000 things, very interesting, very surprising, okay? He was born, already we talked, okay? His invention changed the world forever. See, nowadays, you people don't feel darkness at night also because we have light. See, this bulb is invented by Thomas Alva Edison. That is why nowadays, every time we can make light. Every time we can make like day type of time, because at night, if we light this bulb, then we can get light, okay? If we light up this one, that's why it is one of the boons for the people, okay? That's why Thomas Alva Edison is very famous. And don't forget that one of them was electric light bulb. Nowadays you can find every house have this one, okay? And another one is, see, it was a filament or thread inside a glass bulb. You can see this is the bulb and you can find this. I am showing with you my pointer, okay? This is called filament, okay? And in this filament there is no air. And Thomas Alva invented in that way. Because of this filament we can get light. That's why this filament in the bulb is very important. So you have to guess the meaning of filament again. He also invented phonograph. Do you know the meaning of phonograph? Look at this picture is phonograph. He invented this one. And what is the use of phonograph? Look at it's written here. He also invented phonograph. Phonograph is an American word for record player. See, it means phonograph is an American word and it means record player. And because of this one, nowadays we can very easily listen to music. So interesting, That's why Thomas Alva Edison is very famous in the world. Now, first of all, let's practice pronouncing the words. So first of all, inventor. You have to pronounce with me, okay? I-N-V-E-N-T-O-R, inventor. Once again, please. I-N-V-E-N-T-O-R, inventor. Once again, pronounce it, inventor. Very good. Another word, F-I-L-A-M-E-N-T, filament. Once again, pronounce it, F-I-L-A-M-E-N-T, filament. Once again, pronounce, please, filament. Very good. Another word, R-E-M-O-V-E-D, removed. Once again, please, R-E-M-O-V-E-D, removed. Once again, pronounce this word. Very good. It is removed. Have you guessed the meanings of these words? Oh, yes. You can check whether your guessing is right or not. Inventor. Inventor means creator. See, Thomas Alva Edison created this electric bulb. He was the creator of this bulb. He was the creator of this phonograph, okay? Filament. Filament means thread or wire. See, look at this. In the bulb, we can find like thread type of thing or filament type of thing. This is filament, okay? Thread or wire. Another removed. Removed means taken out. Look at, in this filament there is no air, and because of that reason we can light up the bulb very easily. Is it clear to you, dear students? Very good. Now I am going to talk about one more scientist today. So can you guess who is he? Yes, I have already shown you the picture. He is Alfred Nobel. Who is he? He is Alfred Nobel. See, he was born in 1833 AD and he died in 1896 AD. Okay. What did he invent? You can guess. Look at the picture and try to guess. We'll discuss later on in the text, all right? What is this? And again, what is this? Okay. Now, I am going to show you the text, and again you have to read with me first. Then I will explain you about him. Then we will practice pronouncing the words. Then I will tell you the meanings of some unfamiliar words. Okay? So the text. Alfred Nobel was a Swedish scientist. He invented dynamite. It is an explosive, please read with me, okay, which causes destruction. Later in his life, he was so upset because his work caused much destruction. When he died, he left his fortune to pay for Nobel Prizes for physics. They are given every year for literature, chemistry, physics, medicine, and peace. They are the greatest prizes so far. Dear students, now I want to explain you. See, Alfred Nobel was a Swedish scientist. Do you know the meaning of Swedish? You just guess, okay? Later on I will tell you. He was also a scientist, famous scientist, and he was a Swedish scientist. He invented dynamite. Do you know the meaning of dynamite? See, the meaning is given here. Dynamite means an explosive which causes destruction. See, this is dynamite and this is fire, you know. This dynamite becomes like this one and it can cause a big destruction. Okay. Later in his life, he was so upset because his work caused much destruction. Dear students, don't forget, Alfred Nobel invented this dynamite for good works, but people misused them. And that is why there is destruction in the world. So Alfred Nobel is not happy about that one. So he is upset. Okay. When he died, he left his fortune. Do you know the meaning of fortune? Here is another meaning, okay? You just make a guess. Later on, I'll tell you. So, he left his fortune to pay for Nobel Prizes. Nowadays also, I think you are hearing about Nobel Prize every year, okay? For, you can say, chemistry, physics, literature, medicine, and peace. The huge amount of money is given for this field, okay? Let's say they are given every year for literature. Do you know the meaning of literature? Like poem, story, novel, you know, in this field. And another chemistry. It is also a branch of science. And physics. It is also another branch of science. Medicine, in the field of medicine also. And then in the field of peace. Why in the field of peace also given? Because this dynamite causes a big destruction. That's why to create peaceful environment in the world, this Nobel Prize is given every year, okay? They are the greatest prizes so far, and the amount of this prize is very big one. So very big prize in the name of Alfred Nobel, okay? Now, let's practice the pronunciation. Swedish, you have to pronounce with me. S-W-E-D-I-S-H, Swedish. Pronounce once again, Swedish. Very good. Another, D-Y-N-A-M-I-T-E, dynamite. Once again pronounce please, dynamite. Very good. Another, D-E-S-T-R-U-C-T-I-O-N, destruction. Pronounce please, destruction. Very good. Another, F-O-R-T-U-N-E, fortune. Pronounce once again please, I want to listen. Very good. It is fortune. Now, have you guessed the meanings of these words? Look at what are the meanings of these words. Swedish means people of Sweden, okay, like we Nepalese people of Nepal. Another, dynamite means explosive, or you can understand as bomb type of thing, okay. Destruction, destruction means damage. And another, fortune means wealth. Here, fortune does not mean luck, it means wealth, okay. So these are the things about 4 scientists. I hope you might have understood well. Now we are going to do exercises given in your textbook. Now I have highlighted some of the difficult words in the text, and you have to guess the meanings, okay? So the word meanings are, see, to heat milk to kill bacteria. What is the meaning? I have already explained you. You just think, okay? Or you can write it down. Later on I will show you. An injection to stop disease. If you go to hospital, the doctor uses that injection or syringe, you know. Another, wealth. We have just discussed about it. Damage, we have just discussed about it. Taken away, see, there is no air in the filament, okay? And explosive, we have talked, that causes destruction. Another, a thin thread or wire that we can find in the bulb. So your answer for these meanings, your words should be, look at, pasteurization, to heat milk or to kill bacteria, pasteurization. An injection to stop disease is vaccination. Wealth is fortune. Damage is destruction. Taken away is removed. An explosive is dynamite. Then a thin thread or wire is filament. These are the words of these meanings. Is it clear to you? Very good. Now another exercise is fill in the blanks. Look at. Edison made over 1,000 inventions. 2 of them were phonograph and what? You have already known. Please, you have to write it down in your textbook and tell me, okay? And later on check with me. Edison made over 1,000 inventions. 2 of them were phonograph and, yes, what you have written, check now. It is electric light bulb. And there is no, now check your answer. This is air. Then inside the electric bulb, nowadays we can travel faster because of steam engine. Alfred Nobel was upset because his work caused much. Yes, very good. Your answer is destruction. Is it clear to you? Are the answers right? Very good. Now another, again we have answered the following question. See, look at, dear students, here phonograph is an American word for record player. Today we can listen to music because Thomas made this machine. I have taken it out from your text, which we have already learned. And from these keywords, you can write the answer of question number 1. Likewise, for number 2, you can find your answers in this line. Look at, he was a Scottish engineer. In the beginning, he made mathematical instrument. These are the keywords, okay? Engineer, mathematical instrument. So you can make your answer for question number 2. And your answer should be like this one. Look at, answer of question number 1. What is a phonograph? From these words, look at, a phonograph, this part is from your question itself, okay? And rest of the part from this text. A phonograph is a record player to listen music. This should be your answer, okay? Likewise, for question number 2, what is your answer? Your answer should be like this one. James Watt started his career as an engineer. At first he was an engineer, okay? Later on only he became a scientist, all right? Likewise, I want to show you answers of rest questions. See, the question for you, what are the Nobel Prizes given for every year? And the last question for you, what causes food to go bad? For question number 3, you can find your answer in this line. It is also taken out from the text. When he died, he left his fortune to pay for Nobel Prizes for physics. They are given every year for literature, chemistry, physics, medicine, and peace. So these are the key words, okay? From here, you can write down your answer for question number 3. Likewise, for question number 4, from these lines, you can take out your answer. And the key words are, he showed that germs and bacteria make food go bad and cause many illnesses. Okay? So germs and bacteria, food go bad are the key words for this question. So your answer should be like this. For question number 3, the Nobel Prizes, look at, the Nobel Prizes given for every year is from your question itself. and half of the part you have to bring from here, and your answer becomes the Nobel Prizes given for every year are literature, chemistry, physics, medicine, and peace. Okay, and another answer of this question, germs and bacteria cause food to go bad. Look at, germs and bacteria make food go bad. This is how you have to find out the answers in your text and you have to write down. Okay, now the last exercise we have is match the following. Now you have to match the following of these words. Louis Pasteur. What did Louis Pasteur do? Okay, light or war or medicine or traveling. You have to think. Later on I will show you. James Watt. Again you have to find out. Thomas Alva Edison. Again, okay, and Alfred Nobel. Now check your answer. Louis Pasteur, medicine, he made vaccinations to save us from deadly disease. Okay, James Watt, traveling, steam engine. Okay, Thomas Alva Edison. Look at, electric light bulb. Do you know it or not? Now finally, Alfred Nobel, war. He invented dynamite and that causes destruction. These are the answers related to these scientists. Okay. Finally, you have home assignment. You have to do this one. Okay. And your home assignment is write a paragraph on any scientist in 7 sentences. It means, for example, you can write about Albert Einstein or Newton or Michael Faraday or Marconi, or it can be any scientist. Just write in 7 sentences. Okay. So this much for today. I hope you might have understood the lesson very well. This much for today. Have a good time. Goodbye.